We're back. And this song is way too relaxing for this campaign. The vibes are all off. But yeah, we're back, finally. Sorry for all the scheduling issues. YouTube audience, you don't know what was going on there. Good to finally be back to this campaign. And time to undeafen. Hello! How is everyone?
Hello. I'm doing good.
Hello.
Always good to hear. We are down a Coulter today. He wasn't feeling well. We'll hopefully get him in next time. But luckily, these aren't too active of sessions with this mission, so. I forgot how loud this song gets. Yeah, are we all ready to begin?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Sorry, Xenoblade main theme. Yeah, this one. Last time on Mind and Body, the party came to Dupmin, the capital of the Deep Dwarves in the Underdark. They came investigating a case of spies, specifically the intellect devourers employed by the Mind Flayers, having taken over quite a few targets. This song is actually not very good. They spoke with Whisper, an old traveling companion of Therastra, and learned of the suspected individuals. Meeting with one of them, Wibka, the chief investigator, they talked to her and found that her husband was actually taken over by an intellect devourer. After asking him some questions, the party realized it was a lost cause, and Sebastian killed the creature and the body it was puppeting. I cannot find a good song for this session. But yeah, that is where we open the session.
I did make note of an observation we had made in the last session saying if we want to investigate Harmit, who is one of the head farmers of the city, we now have a corpse to use to get in.
Indeed.
Where on the map is Harmit's farm?
Off the map.
Oh, it's off the map. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, this map is more of just like aesthetic. Here is city to visualize. Not necessarily 100% accurate.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I think Lucille will just look at this poor fucking lady. She's... Hold on. She's Wibka. Okay. She'll look at Wibka and be like, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
She's at the point where when you've cried so much that but like the sadness isn't gone, but you can't cry anymore.
If you need help with burying the body, we can help.
We need to... let me try a wisdom saving throw to see if she can collect herself enough to articulate the, like, practical thoughts. Point her efficiency. All right. She takes a deep breath. There are rights that must be taken, but in doing so, we could speak to the High Priestess.
Would you like us to do that? He is a suspect on the list.
She nods.
Fuck, I wish I had prestidigitation, but I am just a spider. I'm gonna go upstairs.
There is a cup of tea waiting for you.
Oh, wow. Thank you. She sips the tea. Whipka will need a cup.
There's one prepped already.
Oh, nice. Well, according to Whipka, there are rites that need to be performed. Hold on a second. I am still writing this down. Right. And she said that we'd have to speak with the head of church about this?
Yeah. Well, don't necessarily need to speak to Wilhelmina in particular, but you can. And basically, speak to Wilhelmina, investigate her, is what's being implied, and you can also investigate. Gosh, I wrote these notes down so long ago, I forgot NPC names. But basically, you can investigate two people on the list with the same ploy, as it were.
Okay. Totally cool.
Do all bodies that are given to Harmit need to go through the church for inspection?
I would say you can roll a religion check on that.
Okay. $15?
15? It's not inspection, it's just funerary rites. It's more of a thing about respect and the process of doing a funeral than it is a inspection. This has to be done.
They don't got a mortician?
I mean, I'm not licensed.
Fair enough. Where is Solar? Or wait, Soul. Yeah, Soul.
Soul just kind of, I guess, still down with her, just like clearly unsure what to really do.
Did I just leave you in the basement?
Yes, with the dead body
Oh my
and
God.
grieving widow.
Jesus Christ.
Just D&D things.
Lucille will offer a cup to Soul, see that she's not there, and be like, "Oh God, I left her in the basement," and scuttles back down to get you.
Wait, that's not a normal thing?
No.
Huh. Wow, my sister sucks sometimes.
You just hear from downstairs like, "That sounds like something you need to bring up in therapy." Anyway, I will gently urge Soul to come back upstairs because we'll have to go to the temple.
Yeah, so we'll follow.
So I assume everyone's upstairs now?
Yeah. Lucille will clean up after herself and at least rinse out the cup she drank from. But how far is the temple from Wipka's house?
Not too far. Everything within the city is within reasonable walking distance. So I would say probably 10 minutes at most.
On our way there, can I just keep an eye out for anything unusual following us?
Yeah. Perception check.
Starting off strong today, guys. That is a natural 3 for a 10.
I can give it a shot.
You don't notice anything in particular.
Perception. Can I give it a shot?
Can Miria try?
That's a natural 1.
Nothing in particular that you notice.
Should.
Sebastian
Yeah, we're
has gone
good.
back to the inn.
Oh, okay.
What god is this temple dedicated to?
This is dedicated to the depths.
Wait,
One of
I
the
think it's-
Underdark deities.
Oh yeah. It's the deity of death.
I mean, you can roll a religion check.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Funsies. 14.
14. The depths isn't a death deity per se. The reason why, I forget what pronouns I gave them. The reason why you would be going to their temple is more because of the history of Dupmin and the fact that they rebelled from the Empire. The depths being one of the Boeldar, are the pantheon of the Empire. And so it's just that there's a much stronger connection that the Deep Dwarves have to this deity as their patron than to the Bat for the Deep Elves or the Hole Digger for the Gnomes, or other deities down here. Setchel, with that nat 20, there is not anything you pick up on. Do you want to hint at anything for the 6 and the natural 20? I will leave any descriptions of that up to you.
I think Setchel slows down behind the party, and they were passing the waterfall. They look towards the water in the lake, and they see it with just a bit more clarity as they realize, wait, is another of my eyes working?
Wait, oh, sorry, what did Setchel
Setchel?
say? I feel like I just missed that.
Did you say that thought out loud? Because Setchel Myriad narrated, Setchel was just like, wait, did one of my eyes just start working? Did you say that out loud, or are you thinking that to yourself?
I think I'm just behind you guys, and if you do listen, you hear, huh. So this is what depth perception is like.
Listen, Lucille's ears are too big not to catch a lot of shit. I think she'll turn around and look at you and be like, what?
Oh, nothing. I think something upstairs finally clicked in place. We should get going.
Is this something?
And as you walk alongside us again, Lucille's just like,
Is this something we should be concerned about?
Oddly enough, right now, no. I think we're
Fair
totally safe. Completely, utterly safe.
I see. Here's the thing. I think Setchel's definition of safe does not match up with Lucille's definition of safe, and I think that makes Lucille very uncomfortable. But she's been traveling with Setchel long enough where she'll be like, okay, if you don't think it's a problem, for now, it's not my circus. We'll continue on to the temple.
All right. Yeah, what is everyone's expectation of the temple?
Something big. And I guess enough people to hold on, words. A big temple with the people to match, you know what I mean? Because a big temple has got to have a lot of priests and shit, right?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for understanding me.
Yeah. That's what you're expecting. Do Setchel or Brain, please. Do Setchel or Soul have any expectations?
Not really for Soul.
All right.
Setchel's probably just expecting a large roof.
You reach it, and it's actually not that big compared to what you're expecting. It's probably around the size of a decently sized house, but not something massive, not something the size of what you saw at the Temple of the Guardian and the temples in Deepwell. It's a lot more understated. And
Does it look like a house or like a temple?
it looks it's pretty simple from the outside. It's just kind of a blocky a rectangular building with a roof, similar construction to a lot of everything else, but there is some adornment which is the so this is the temple. What do you all do?
If it's only roughly the size of a medium house, could I just circle the perimeter, see if there are any like crawly little fucking mouse holes, basically, for cranium rats?
Yeah. I would say that would be investigation.
Can I use a resolve
Yeah,
to
definitely.
because she would know this. Hold on, let me make note of that. Resolve 25 now, and I roll investigation again. That's better. 13.
13. Seems pretty secure. It's definitely built up of stones. It wasn't carved out of the bedrock, but it seems pretty secure. You don't notice anything through the from between the stones, at least not big enough for a rat.
Okay. I will regroup with the others and be like,
No rats.
So
You just unlocked a memory for me. Oh.
What memory?
This is such a tangent, but one series I was obsessed with in like elementary school was the Del Toro Quest series.
Hey.
Yeah.
Del Toro Quest!
I think it's book 3.
3.
Yeah, where there's the culture that like ended up being built off of like the survivors of the one city that got overrun by rats. And it's like their greeting is no rats here, which is no rats here. Oh my gosh.
My god, what a throwback.
Yeah. Such a fun book series, and it was made into a really fun anime.
Oh my god, I fucking love the anime. Anyway, we go and I'll head up to the door. Is it open or do I have to knock?
It's open.
Hello?
Hi, welcome in. You hear, and you look over, you see a woman in priestly robes, looking back at you. How can I help you today? Oh, you don't
Are you-
look like you're from the city.
No, we are passing through.
I am Wilmina, the chief priestess here.
Suspect.
Hold on.
I'm Lucille.
I'll
It is a
look at
pleasure
my...
to meet you, Lucille.
Just immediate, just like inside check, looking her over. Because I've seen what Frank looks like when he's been consumed. Do I see any signs of any fuckery on Wilhelmina?
Yeah, roll insight.
Okay. Oh, that was mean. 11.
11? You don't notice anything strange about her. She seems very friendly.
Will the others introduce themselves?
So I was just kind of looking around at this area, you know?
Yeah. You notice stone idols carved out of stones to different deities. Artistic liberty taken with some of them compared to a more naturalistic and kind of like, or not naturalistic, realistic look that you've seen in Deepwell. This is more stylized.
Mm-hmm.
Just to confirm.
Is there anyone else around?
A
Sorry.
few priests and priestesses, but not too many people.
I actually have like a question.
Ask.
Is this is like kind of a thing, but is there like a good affinity deity among the carved, like the general, temperament and all that, like good, evil, blah, chaos, neutrality, stuff like that?
Yeah, there's it's actually because trying to figure out. I'm trying to both remember my lore because some of it is locked because I had to cancel my subscription to World Anvil.
Oh.
But yeah, there's most of the deities here. I'd say roll a religion check just to see which ones you recognize.
Can I do as well?
Yeah.
Ooh. Can I check to see if there are any idols to the Deceiver? That one god I talked to in my dream?
I would say that's part of your same religion check.
17?
17, 12 and 14. Yeah, so Soul, you would know that the depths seen probably as more of a chaotic neutral figure, but the Hole Digger and the Bat are both good aligned. However, like the deity's temperament does not necessarily represent their whole worship. As like you see the Infector, a statue to him here, and he is usually a more antagonistic figure in stories, but given that he is the patron of mushrooms and fungus, he is worshipped in his capacity as a provider. Setchel, very similar information. Lucille, you don't see anything too... I think it's the Weaver is the name I gave her. I'll have to dig through my notes on that. You don't see anything to her here, and you realize, oh, it's because she's part of a separate pantheon. Any worship to her would be cult worship, and cult just as in a sense of like group of people worshiping a entity. Historic definition of cult, not modern definition of cult. And that is what you all know of the statues here.
Question: did we take Whipka with us?
No.
Okay.
We came here to inform. It's supposed like for Wicca's sake, and also to investigate Wilhelmina. Inform to basically report Frank's death. Lucille will approach Wilhelmina and be like,
It is very nice to meet you, but I'm afraid we don't have good news.
Oh, immediately her face drops. Oh no, what happened?
Do you know the woman, Whipka?
Yes, I know her.
It would seem that her husband has fallen ill and passed.
and I check her for reactions.
Yeah, she definitely reacts very like how anyone else would hear that news.
I got a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
We've fought people possessed by intellect devourers before. Had they suffered any head trauma upon their possession?
Nope.
No? Damn.
I have a question.
No physical signs.
No physical signs.
Damn. Okay, your turn.
When she hears that Whitka's husband has died, there's shock. Is there a sense of familiarity with that shock?
That would have to be an insight check.
All right.
May I also insight check?
Indeed.
Yay!
That's another natural one.
It's an 18.
18. Lucille, given the phrasing of the prompting of the insight check, there's a familiarity in the sense of this has been happening a lot. It is sad that it has been happening so much. But not in a oh no, this person I have been working with secretly is dead.
We have offered to to deliver the news for Ribka while she does what is necessary.
Of course, it's good you came so quickly. Things need to move quickly. All right.
Is it Oh.
Yes, you.
Sorry, no, you first. I'm sorry.
But she. I lost my train of thought completely.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Fuck. Oh, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Shit, hold on.
If it's all right with you, is it okay if we ask you a few questions?
Yes, it's fine.
Is there someplace private we may speak? Out of respect for Frank.
I don't give a fuck about Frank. I just want to get her alone. Wait, Miria, did you say something?
What happens on that roll of a 5, Setchel?
I think Setchel. Hi. Sorry to bother you. My name's Setchel. I'm with them. Do you have a restroom or private place I can go to?
Not here, unfortunately. Do you have a room at the inn if this must be done privately?
Oh no, I'm sorry, but there's no waiting. And then Setchel falls on the floor.
Oh dear. Immediately she begins to look you over, Setchel, to see what's wrong.
I would also like to do that because Zetchel does a lot of weird shit, but that's not one of them.
Yeah. Here, I'll let you decide what needs to be rolled for
Oh.
the people looking you over.
Oh shit, this is investigation. Okay,
I think I got blipped out. What am I rolling?
I have to decide, I think. Is this a physical thing, or is this a mental check? What are you doing?
Physical.
GM, what sounds better? Medicine or Constitution saving throw?
I would say medicine.
Okay, medicine.
I don't like that question, and I don't like that roll. 14?
So this is just to see what's going on with Setchel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wilhelmina gets a natural 1. Alright, what does everyone pick up on with 14 for Lucille?
Yes.
I think, and I'm gonna take it from Wilhelmina's perspective. If she rolled a natural 1, I think she rolled a natural 1 because she flipped me over, and I start cackling in her face. And I think for everyone who rolled a 10 or above, I think you know. I keep going back to Setchel's eyes because it's really easy. You know where Setchel's eyes are behind the bandages because there are tears of blood.
Scheisse.
I don't like this. Satchel, you can stop now.
When do I stop?
I think it's the effect is just for a round. Yeah, so it's just like 6 seconds and then you're back.
I think Setchel, I'm not going to cackle to the mic. I think Setchel is just hysterical laughing. Sharp teeth completely out in a frozen smile. Their whole body arches, and then all of a sudden they just flop on the floor. All right, I'm done.
I think Lucille is currently on all sixes. If she were a cat, she'd be puffed up. And she's just staring at you. She's like,
What the fuck was that? Sorry.
and she looks at Wilhelmina for swearing in a church.
Oh, don't worry about it. You can swear. You can swear all. Yeah, I love bits where it's like, don't stop effing swearing. My brain does not let me f-bomb. She basically does one of those bits where it's like she says it's fine and she swears herself. Don't effing worry about it.
I know how to run with this. Setchel looks to Lucille. No idea. Setchel looks to Wilhelmina. Hi, excuse me. Do you have a private, secluded closet I can lay down in and think about this for a while?
Closets we have, yes. And she takes you over to it.
All right, thank you. They hide in the closet and wait for the others to leave, to maybe sneak out and snoop around later.
I think once Wilhelmina comes back, Lucille will stand up on her feet again.
And be like, don't ask any questions, for I will have no answers.
Your companion is quite interesting.
Is she saying that in like a scared way or in like a subtle like I want to use him, I want to use them later way? I'm sorry, I'm not trusting anybody right now. I'm trusting no bitches.
It's more in a scared way of like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah. Though I think I can say with some confidence that whatever is up with Setchel has no relation with what's happening in town.
That's good. That is quite good.
Yes.
What's everyone-
Is there...
Sorry.
You first.
Uh,
You first.
I want to do this in the background while everyone's far away. I'm gonna use my staff, cast Invisible, and build invisible on myself, and search the place.
All right. Stealth check, followed by an investigation check.
All right, hang on. Invisibility. Do I get advantage?
On the stealth check, yes.
Cool. Uh, 17 plus 2, 19.
Yep, you're able to sneak out pretty well. And then for like searching the place, that would be an investigation.
18.
18. Nothing out of the ordinary.
I'm gonna add like a memory from the past to boost that.
Ooh.
1d6. 22.
Yeah, there's nothing out of the ordinary here.
All right. I'm done. I'm done. You will. I don't think anyone's going to find Setchel in the. I don't think anyone's going to find Setchel in the place when they check again.
In the closet.
Yeah.
It's okay, baby. Come out when you need to. Sorry.
Sorry for
Pride joke.
Alright. Yeah. Sorry for interrupting your scene. Keep going.
No, not at all. That's good. That's good. Snoop around while we distract the boss. Lucille will hold on. She had said like whatever's wrong with Setchel doesn't have to do with what's in town. You say that I'm gonna act like I'm totally oblivious to whatever information Wivka has. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So Lucille's like,
So you say there have been many deaths recently?
Yes, it's quite tragic. I've not been privy to it. I know that I've been under investigation, and I can't say I blame anyone for suspecting me. We've had the injuries these individuals have suffered. I found nothing out of the ordinary except for what killed them. Some of them, there was a strange creature that came out of their eyes or nose when I was doing the rites.
What kind of creatures?
A strange tadpole.
That's not good. What was done with the tadpoles?
Squished and destroyed however we could. We want nothing to do with
that's
them.
good. That's good. Was there any relation between those found dead? Were they in prominent positions? Did they hold
Some-
influence?
Some were, some were not. Some were normal people, others were merchants who had connections. Still others were spouses of important people, like Frank. And a few were on the council.
completely forgot the question I was going to ask her next. Soul, do you have any questions for her?
No, not really. So, what is that like in character? How character actually?
I'm asking you out of character because
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what I was going to ask her next.
Yeah, Soul doesn't really have anything because I think they're kind of just more stuck at like just, I guess, taking everything in. You know, just like seeing what's going on around the temple quotation marks.
Yeah, there's not much going on around except for normal kind of priests and priestesses tending to the idols and offerings.
All right.
Oh, you first. If you had something.
No, I was just saying all right at that.
Okay. Wilhelmina hasn't taken us anywhere private, has she?
Sorry about that. She has not, because there is nowhere really quiet in the temple to have this conversation.
Okay. Lucille will keep her voice even lower and say, "Has there been anyone around you displaying odd behaviors?"
A few. But we informed Wibka, and they were talked to and investigated. Well, two of them were. The third ended up dead a few days after we talked to her.
And the other two?
The other two, one was, unfortunately, he was just found to have received some bad news and was acting strange because of that. The other, they tell me, was connected to these recent deaths in some way, but it wasn't elaborated on.
Hmm.
I talked to Wibka about it, and she said that they were just trying to keep the public from panicking, and I understand that.
That's smart. Of those reported dead, what sorts of behaviors did they exhibit? If you know.
Oh, I do not know. I was mostly attending to funerary rites. I did not notice their behavior too much. They may come here to make offerings or consult for a ritual, but I haven't spoken with any of them at length, unfortunately.
Okay. You are a priestess. Do you attend the funerals?
Some of them. I am high priestess, so I cannot. There are others who do, and many times there might be multiple funerals at the same time.
Does that mean you are often in contact with the farmer Harmut?
Yes, I have to speak with him often for the funerals, in any case.
What do you do with the bodies of the people who are behaving strangely? Where are they buried? In the same place?
Yes, in the same place. Do forgive me, your questions seem rather specific. Is there any reason for them?
Oh my god, I should have prepared for this scenario.
She thinks you're having a normal conversation and you're coming in interrogating her.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not critiquing you. I'm just saying that it's like it's how she's responded.
Oh my god, I gotta figure out a way to get out of this. With everything I've seen of Wilhelmina, does she seem like she's on the level?
Do you want me to tell you, or do you want to roll an insight check?
I wanna do this right. I wanna roll insight. $23.
She is completely on the level.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around.
And then I'm gonna lean in close and whisper, "We're here to help."
Okay. Did the mic pick up my okay, or did it not?
Yeah. I just thought you had something more to say after that.
She just nods and says, "Okay."
Okay. Sorry. I gotta remember that I don't need to actually whisper when I'm describing her whispering. My bad.
No, that's fine. I heard you.
Okay. And Lucille will still keep her voice down as she continues.
Has Harmut seemed normal to you lately?
He seemed agitated. Honestly, it's his new normal to be agitated.
Cool. Fuck, I should have asked Wipka more about how Frank was behaving before, she found out, but then again, how could I have when her husband literally just fucking died?
Has he been more secretive? Or has he remained his usual sociable levels? I've never met him yet, so...
He's been more isolated, I would say. We used to make conversation every now and then, but now he's a lot more about the business, I guess.
With all these burials, who can blame him?
Indeed.
Does he... When he isolates himself, does he do so in his house or does he go somewhere else?
In his house.
Does he have any family?
To my knowledge, no. He's chosen not to have a family.
I forgot my fucking thoughts again. I need to drink more water.
Does he never seems to like wander off or anything? He just goes to his house and stays there? Hello?
Sorry, I was still muted. Yes,
Oh,
that's
it's okay.
all I've noticed.
And Harmit, he is in charge of burying the bodies?
Well, it's on his property, so he's not quite in charge of burying the bodies, but he does have to attend, because as I've stated, it is his property. He has the right to make sure we are not interfering with it.
I don't think I have any more questions.
Lucille will nod and say, at a normal level, seeming like everything's normal to anyone who might be listening, be like, thank you for your time, and please pass our condolences off to Miss Wipka.
I will add to her home to help with the rites.
We will let her know we'll go and we'll hold on, reset. Let her know that we'll get things ready for her ahead of time at the plot.
Alright, I will do so.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to Soul and be like, we should go get Setchel.
I guess I don't even know if he is in here anymore.
I mean, last we left them in the closet.
I mean, they probably left. I wasn't really paying attention to it.
I'm gonna go over to the closet that Setchel went into and just knock and be like,
Setchel?
Should I narrate this?
Yeah.
oh god.
You knock on the closet, and the door slowly creaks open. There is a litany of items you see in a closet, per usual. No Setchel. And scrawled all over the walls in scratch marks, and you really hope is ink, are various phrases all leaning towards the same direction, i.e., soon the flesh will become one and walk, and we will rise and live again.
Hold on, I missed some of that. Soon the what will become one?
It's ad-lib. It's basically a lot of The flesh will become. It's a lot of flesh will become one again stuff, just written everywhere.
Lucille's ears will completely lower as her eyes widen as she stares at all this. And she's just gonna whisper, Setchel? No answer?
Nope.
She's slowly gonna close the door and go over to Wilhelmina and be like, you have a mess in your closet and I cannot explain any of it.
I don't like to take agency away from the players, but I think that is a infinitely funnier scenario if you tell her that and then that's when you leave and she has to investigate it and take care of it herself.
Yeah, I imagine there's like you can't come back from that. So I feel like Lucille will just grab Soul and usher her out. Like, we gotta go.
I don't know why, but that like ad lib just reminded me of like the hiss from like Control, you know, like that the whole like spiel, if you know what that is.
I have not played Control.
I need to.
Basically, there's like
I've seen some playthroughs.
Yeah, there's basically like people who's getting possessed, and they just say stuff like, "You are warm through time. The thunderstorm distorts you. Happiness comes. White pearls, then yellow and red in the eyes." Like just random stuff like that, and just repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
So that's what I was thinking of.
I literally
like the entire transcript for this, and it's actually fucking wild.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
I was literally like making note of all this, and I wrote after I transcribed what you had written on the walls. I literally wrote underneath it, "What the fuck?"
That is sum up Central perfectly.
Yeah, no, I usher Soul out of the temple when we hurry over to the mushroom farm, and I will keep an eye out. Not only for Setchel, but for anything hinky.
Alright. Let's say we cut over to Setchel. What are they doing right now?
Oh, I'm not separating from the party. I'm just waiting for them outside. I think like
What the fuck?
halfway you're down the block, you're just walking, and then suddenly you hear in the ear, "Yeah, I found nothing in there. I think she's clean."
Lucille makes this weird noise and you're like, and looks at you and you're like, when did you get outside?
Oh, I left like half an hour ago.
What the You didn't tell anybody?
Oh, right, I should have done that.
What was that in the closet?
What was one in the closet?
The weird stuff, the writing and the scratching, and I really hope it was ink. Soon the flesh will become one again. What?
Oh, wow, that sounds interesting. Who wrote that?
You cannot honestly be. Hold on. Can I insight check Setchel? Are they fucking with me?
Yeah,
Are
insight
you
check.
gaslighting me right now?
Insight check, and then for mere persuasion or deception, do not say which.
Sure.
15.
Give me a second.
But my passive insight is 17.
5.
Yeah. So, is Setchel being honest about the, like, wow, weird that there was writing in that closet?
I, the player, am fucking with you. Setchel is not. Setchel doesn't know about the writing.
Hold on. I need to send you guys a screenshot because my notes are dumb fuckery. Anyway, Lucille does not look comforted by this at all. She's just like,
I don't know which answer I would have wanted more. Anyway, that little fit you had in the temple, is that normal? Should we expect more of that?
Satchel thinks for a second. No, and probably.
Are you okay?
And roll a d20, see how Satchel feels. Satchel's happy. I've never been better.
Nothing like a disassociative episode.
Lucille and I do not like that at all.
Okay, well, we are going to go speak with Harmit next. It's a graveyard. You like graveyards?
Yes, I do.
Oh fuck. I meant to do a fucking perception check to look around and make sure we're not being followed.
Yeah, you can roll perception.
Yeah.
25.
25. No one is following you.
Not a single one on our way to the mushroom graveyard farm.
I mean, there's a few people going in the same direction as you, but they're not following you.
Cool. Oh fuck, I forgot to make note of Wilhelmina. Innocent.
Since we're going to the graveyard, should we go forward with the dead body plan?
Well, you weren't there for that conversation. Wipka is, since she's taking care of Frank right now, Wilhelmina is gonna go check on her, and we are being courteous and getting things prepared ahead of time to make things easy for Wipka. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Okay.
Okay.
So we continue on our way to the mushroom farm.
Alright. You continue, and once you get there are some big mushrooms here. Like, there's ones that's like, okay, that one's cap would make a mushroom steak. There are some that are as big as small trees here. And the ground is just covered in mycelium. And it's a very weird texture to step on, that you're like, it's so spongy.
Oh, I can imagine feeling it. Yes. Anyone around?
No one around that you can notice.
Can we see Harmut's house from the entrance?
Yeah, you see a little small hut in the distance.
Point over at it, like, that's his house.
So is this a sort of like expand outward situation for the graveyard? Are all the freshest ones on the edges of the farm? Or is it like grid style?
You have a high passive perception. It's basically, because these are farms as well as a graveyard, there's not very much in the way of memorials. Because if you're feeding bodies to feed them to the mushrooms, you're going to need to give the mushrooms something to feed on again. So it's more of, they will, whichever spots need nourishment more is where they put the bodies.
You said there's a healthy layer of mycelium on the floor. Which spots are disturbed? Like, yeah.
Yeah. There's a few that are disturbed, not from being fully dug up, but you can definitely notice that it's like they've been cut into and pulled back and then rolled back over, and you can see lumps over those are under those spots. They're kind of like every now and then you see those lumps.
There's no one on this farm on our way up to the hut.
Not that you notice, but it is a pretty big farm.
Okay, gonna get to the house. Does it? I'm just gonna give it a good old perimeter check.
Sorry, yawn came on. Yeah,
It's okay.
perimeter check, investigation.
9.
9. Nothing you notice.
Climb up onto the roof, see if I can catch sight of Harmon.
Hey,
Harmit.
what are you doing up there?
Looking for you.
I hop down.
Yeah, when you're looking down in the direction of the voice, you see a dwarf, about middle-aged for a dwarf, very, very grumpy. I don't recall giving a spider folk permission to climb on my roof.
It's a big farm, and as you can see, I hop down. I am very small. You are Harmit?
Yes.
Which side of the house are we on?
I would say you are at the back now.
Okay. I will kind of try to lead Harmit back around to the front where all the others are. But I'm sure they can hear me, so.
Yeah, I think you
Ah.
try to do that, and he's just like stubbornly staying in the same place, and he gives you a glare.
Don't like this guy.
I apologize for the rude first impression. Though I'm afraid my friends and I do not carry good news with us.
Speak it then.
Wipka's husband, Frank, is dead.
He lets out a string of curses in Dwarvish.
I don't speak Dwarvish.
Yeah. I don't know who this Frank is, but another
Insight
death. Yeah, you can incite it.
Dirty 20.
30-20. No, he's gonna be able to beat that. I don't know who this Frank is. Sorry. Brain just like, he is completely honest, not knowing who Frank is. You've had too much death here lately.
What was his initial reaction to hearing that this guy is dead?
Still very grumpy. It did not change his mood.
Yes, we've already informed Head Priestess Wilhelmina of the death. She will be checking on Wipka and helping her prepare the rites. We
You
wanted
keep saying
to.
Wibka like I know who that is.
She's a cop
Oh.
of the city.
Oh, her. All right.
We wanted to get the plot ready for her. If that is possible.
Well, we're gonna need to find a good place for it. You'd think there'd be no shortage of those. And he picks up a shovel and starts to go off into the field of mushrooms.
I follow him.
What are you doing?
I am coming to help.
Did I ask for your help?
Are you the type to ask at all?
Not when I don't need it.
If it's all right with you, I would like to come along. There are some questions we would like to ask.
Questions. Fine.
I look at the others.
3 thumbs up.
I literally did a double take at the mention of 3. Okay. I'm gonna... with the expectation that you guys are gonna follow, Lucille will walk alongside Frank. And before she speaks to him, she just wants to check him over. Oh, wait, no physical signs of intellect devour possession, right. Well, no, they had tadpoles in them. Can I check his like head and his face subtly for any signs that a tadpole was put in him?
Medicine check.
I'm spending a resolve point to re-roll that. She would know this. 19.
19. No sign of tadpoling.
As we walk along, and Lucille tries not to recoil at the feeling of mushrooms on her feet. I'm sorry. I have seen mycelium. I don't like it.
And she says, it must not be easy having this job.
It is when people aren't coming around and bothering you all the time. I would like to say, sorry if he gets very rude and grumpy. That's just the type of character I was giving him.
That's okay.
It's the NPC saying these things, not me.
Totally understand.
You value your privacy?
Wait, she's not. Hold on. Wait. Fuck. Let me try again.
And you are an individual who values their solitude.
When I can get it, it's nice every now and then.
Have you?
I'm trying to be real delicate with this guy because he already doesn't want to give me anything.
He's a big old grump.
He's a big old grump.
All these deaths. Wait. Since we got here, we've heard a lot about multiple deaths happening recently. I hope there's not a plague of some sort going around.
Don't have to worry about that.
Why not?
Seen the bodies. No plague. Most of them looked like they'd been in a fight.
Were they attacked?
By the looks of it, I wouldn't know.
Is he being honest when he says that?
Roll an insight check.
And you guys are more than welcome to do anything in the background while I'm distracting him. 22, by the way.
22. Seems honest.
Setchel is just sizing. Setchel is just sizing up the size of these mushrooms.
Pretty big.
What's the biggest? Sorry.
Oh,
I'm
you
just
keep
being.
going. That's
what's
a good question.
What's the biggest mushroom on this farm?
They don't grow super massive, but you do see one that is 20 feet tall. To clarify, super massive in terms of tree standards, because for a mushroom, it's 20 feet tall, but it's not like I've got trees in my front yard that are much taller than that.
Damn, what's the diameter of that shit? Sorry. I think Lucille would get distracted by the sheer size of the mushrooms. Be like,
Do you eat all of these?
I give a lot of them to the city. The farm, after all.
she would probably see a mushroom that's like probably twice her size and be like, Scrub could eat that in a day.
You must have had this farm for quite a while.
I inherited it.
He's still walking along. How can I gauge how far he's planning to go?
He is looking as he goes, looking for any spots that are flatter, and then he checks them.
Actually, I think Setchel catches up and said, "So, what's the criteria when it comes to like burying bodies?"
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if you use them for a farm, then I guess the size of the person might decide which mushrooms might get it, right? Mushrooms that need less food get the smaller dead. Mushrooms that need more food get the larger dead. Plus, you got to worry about things like gold and different metals in the dirt and see how it messes with food. I'm just very curious.
We also feed them off of a lot of monsters that attack the city. So, don't have to worry too much there. It's just making sure they get fed.
Got it. Follow-up question. If someone possibly expecting to die comes early, are they able to choose the plot where they get buried?
No.
Darn.
What is this plot word you use?
You know,
And I point at a lump in the mycelium.
the spot they get buried in.
That's not chosen. It's where the farm needs it the most.
Got it.
Farms on the surface could learn a lot from the farms down here.
Oh, really? What could they learn?
They could learn to give back to the earth like this.
You don't do that up there.
No, many temples have designated grounds for their dead. They don't grow anything on them, except flowers. But those are tended to very rigidly.
You surface folk are weird. Takes a double take. How do you know so much about the surface, spider folk? Your
I am
kind
from there.
usually.
I'm sorry. I cut you off.
Yeah. Your kind's usually down here, not on the surface much. And you're from there?
Yes. I am what What did the guildmaster call me? I am a foundling.
Good that you found a home, then.
Thank you.
Oh, he's nice. A little bit. Anyway, we go along. I think Lucille would like to try and help finding spots to possibly bury Frank.
Yeah. It takes about 20 minutes, and then you find a spot that's basically flat. And he takes the shovel, cuts out, like, something. And you've seen him do this with the other spots, but he's, like, the mycelium is thick enough where he can roll it back a little bit, like a blanket, checks under. This spot should be good. Takes out a stake from his belt and buries it in the ground by the spot.
On the topic of my friend Satchel's question, who examines the bodies? Like, who is the mortician who does the autopsies? Do you?
We don't usually examine the bodies. We try to get them in the ground as quickly as possible.
I see. Why is that?
Better to feed the mushrooms. Better to feed the farm. Others don't claim it first. Plus, any that do might harm these ones.
So, no one checks them, not even in times of suspicious death?
In times of suspicious death, it's usually somewhat obvious.
Is it obvious now?
Either they are stabbed and we have a good idea, or I've seen the blood on the nose. I've fought a few psionic creatures. I know what they can do.
I think Lucille's ears will physically perk up at the mention of them. Yeah.
And she will say, "You know of them."
I know of creatures down here that will break your mind.
Do you know of brains that walk on legs and possess others?
Gods, no. What in the hells are you describing? I've never heard of anything like that.
Is he lying to me?
Roll an insight check.
That is a 15.
Can I?
Yep.
Soul, would you like to?
Yeah, I kind of haven't do anything.
17.
With his 11, to either insight or
Wait. What did Soul roll?
Oh, sorry.
Maybe you might get a natural 20.
I'm also gonna.
Damn, this guy's got worse charisma than I do. Oh, honey!
That's not a nat 1, by the way. That's a 2.
Dirty one.
Oh, that was the complete opposite of what I had hoped for you.
Setchel and Lucille, he's telling the truth.
Hmm.
That's what's killing people. At least something associated with it.
By the gods. Oh, this place is batshit.
Everywhere is batshit now.
It's always been that way.
You are better equipped than most because you know about them.
I know about things that will scream so much that you can't think anymore. I know about things that will make you relive your worst nightmare. I've never heard of anything like brains on legs. Thank you for the warning, though.
You're welcome. You haven't noticed anything unusual about the bodies that you've buried? Nothing crawling out of them?
No, not usually.
They still where you buried them?
Looks at you with a raised eyebrow. Why wouldn't they be?
Oh, we never crossed off the possibility that that whoever possessed them in the first place might come back for them.
Maybe, but within a few days, those things would be rotting something fierce.
You haven't seen anything unusual on your farm?
Nothing near. Same as usual.
And I say this with as much respect I can muster in my heart. You've not encountered anyone who you feel might be acting unusually?
Nope.
Hmm.
Where did you... Aside from Frank, who did you most recently buried? How long ago was that?
3 days ago.
Okay, 3 days is a long fucking time. That body's done.
I can't think of any more questions. Can you guys?
Is it only like Wilhelmina who visits you regularly?
No, other priests and merchants do.
Oh, so they can sell your mushrooms.
Yes.
Did any of those merchants you meet with die recently?
No.
Hmm.
Okay.
You know, if you want to make more money and merchants come by, you can set up a tourism thing.
For what?
This
I don't know.
place isn't really a hotbed for tourists.
I don't know.
I imagine.
I get a kick out of this place.
Well, have you ever seen a mushroom farm like this before?
They're quite common down here.
Exactly. Sorry, drink water. Hold on.
If we set up tourists, most of them would be from the Empire.
And you don't seem to be fond of them.
Hardly anyone is.
Well, those are all the questions we have. You seem a nice sort. I'm glad you're not one of them. Personally.
Thank you.
This would be the part where Lucille gives them a pat, but he doesn't seem to like pats.
Well, honestly, your isolation out here could be a double-edged sword. Will you be okay?
I'm fine. I can handle myself.
Okay.
Well, she'll look around. How far are we in relation to both Harmut's house and the entrance to the farm?
The entrance to the farm, you're probably doing a straight walk, probably about 10 minutes away from Harmut's house, probably 5.
Is there only one way in? I guess Lucy will also ask this of Harmut. Is there only one way in or out of this farm?
No, there's a fence, but there's a few gates.
Do you have an alarm system set up?
Not really. No need for it.
You don't have to listen to us. But perhaps you should.
Maybe.
Nods once.
I think we'll be heading back now. We'll let Wilhelmina know of the spot you've chosen.
She'll know where to look.
I don't know what the protocol is here. Should I go for a handshake or should I just fucking leave? She will just give him a thumbs up with 2 of her hands and, I know, look at the others. Do they seem ready to go?
Satchel's good.
Oh?
Yeah, Soul's good to go. Soul's just kind of been clearly not sure what to ask. Like, just always like, I don't really know what questions I should be asking.
I need to make a new list. One that isn't fucking 5 pages up. We will be going now.
All right. Where do you go and what do you do when you get there?
Well, you first. Sorry.
We still have 2 suspects.
Yes, we do, and they are much higher up than the first 3. There's General Gunter and Pele.
Pella.
Ella.
Looks the same as Pele, but different language.
Bella and Gunter. Quick context question. When Harmut said it would invite people in from the Empire, is he talking about the Jotun or the dragons?
Jotun. The Jotnar. Jotnar and giants and other dwarves would be Empire. Dragons are from the territories.
Got it.
Hold on, Jotnar, giants, dwarves. Empire, Dragons, Territories. Okay. Were we told where we would be able to find Gunter and Pella?
Gunter has a whole mansion. Pella, you know he's a visitor, so he probably doesn't have a permanent residence, which would mean likely an inn.
He's also an ambassador from the surface, so he's got to have money. Do you think? I wonder if they would put him up at one of the nicer inns or one of the dives.
Well, that depends on if he's putting himself up or not.
Hmm. Oh man, we never asked which members of the council died. Hunter's got a huge ass mansion. Was Whipka the only one who considered Gunter a suspect, or did like the other police find him sus?
As a refresher, Gunter is considered a suspect because he has a lot of connections to people who were suspected.
Yeah, I wrote it down here. He has a connection to every suspect who died before their arrest.
Yeah, so he is definitely it's kind of like he's suspected, but no one wants to suspect him.
So he wouldn't be under like house arrest.
No.
Excuse me. He wouldn't be under house. Okay.
Did Whipka have did Whipka track his routines?
I would say roll just straight intelligence to see what you can remember.
Nine.
9. Not much you could remember. She had a lot of conspiracy boards up.
May I try?
Yeah.
Intelligence check. Just a straight D20. Nothing. That's a 10.
10 total?
Yep. I got no additions.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, it's just, there was so much she had. You can't really parse out any individual details.
We could go back and ask Whipka.
She probably wants to be left alone right now.
It's true. That's fair.
Well, I guess we have two options. One, a politically tenuous individual, or a war hero, which I guess is just politically tenuous in a different direction. I mean, Whipka isn't as sure about Pella, and we think Whipka's on the up and up, right?
Yeah, I had her listed as innocent. I could be wrong. But I think if she because her husband was possessed by the intellect of ours. If she really was in league, if she really was a part of this, she probably would have fed us to him.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I got a better way of framing this. Mansion or bar?
Bar.
Pella.
Pella.
All right. I would say. Brain, please, the words you are thinking. I would say to find him, this would be an investigation check, but you can use you can use intelligence, wisdom, or charisma for it. So say you want to use like your highest stat, you can. Charisma would represent asking around town about him. Wisdom would be about like eliminating options and looking that way, whereas intelligence is just standard investigation stuff.
I'm adding my wisdom to this. I'm if I have to choose between a 0, a +3, and a -1, I'm choosing the +3.
I'm going investigation.
Insight. So would I roll a wisdom check or an insight check?
You don't have proficiency in investigation, do you?
I do not know.
So it'd just be straight wisdom, functionally.
Okay.
Huh.
17.
17?
Natural 20.
Natural 20?
Fuck yes. So what did you get?
21.
21.
Nice.
Yeah, you all are able to find the inn he is staying at. It's actually a kind of like middle class inn. Lucille, you from your investigation got the impression he could pay for a very high class inn, but he's probably like been told off from those areas, and this is basically the best quality he can get while getting away with being a Jotun ambassador down here.
Okay, how do we play this?
Well, he's an ambassador, which means A, a lot of political power, and B, a lot of patience.
I've been told I have a lot of patience, but politics?
Girl, I got an 8 charisma.
Okay. Okay, so what I'm hearing is we play it smooth.
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't. I probably should not leave this. My name might be wanted in his territory.
Why would it be wanted?
I don't think I've been there, but I got a brother and sister who've let's just say they get run out of town faster than I do.
Do you share a name with your siblings?
Yeah, we all got the same last name.
What's your last name?
Silkworm.
Sorry. I mean, you could just not use your last name. I don't have one.
I don't know why, but
I
you're
mean,
saying
in
that makes
this
me
case.
sad. Ow.
Well, I mean, that. Hold on. You could just not use your last name in this case, and Lucille just doesn't have one.
I don't know why, but you saying that makes me sad.
Why? Lots of people don't have last names.
Huh, now I'm really sad. Let's get a drink.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. We'll go get a fucking drink and wait to see if Pella shows up.
Yeah. You enter in. He is unmistakable. Because most of everyone else here is dwarves. Pella is like 6'7". He looks like kind of elvish, where his features are very sharp, but he doesn't have the pointed ears. And his skin is like a kind of golden tan. And he's
God damn it.
and he is sitting at the bar drinking.
I think I know how to lead this.
Do you have any pictures of him?
I do not.
Damn. That's fine. You had me at 6'7". I'm sorry. I need to get it together.
I think Setchel leads the charge. Do with that what you will, and like disgruntledly seats themselves right next to Pella without even asking. Looks straight at the bartender and says, "Give me a double."
What, might I ask?
I will climb up next to Setchel and just watch whatever the fuck they're doing.
I don't know, honestly. People just say, "Give me a double," and the bartender just gives them something that apparently hurts to drink. So give me that, but twice.
All right.
Goes off to get the drink.
Setchel is just sitting next to Pella, not paying attention to him, just giving off the most bitter vibes.
Yeah, he's not really paying much attention to you either.
Can I just like side eye Pella past Setchel? Am I able to tell how much Pella has drunken already before we got here?
Insight
cups around
check.
him? Ooh. Ooh. Like no cups around him. There's a 13. Damn.
Not really many cups. Yeah. There aren't too many cups around him, but you can tell that he's probably getting buzzed.
While he's distracted, can I check him over for anything weird?
Yeah. In what way?
Like, I'm not gonna do what I do with the party and climb all over them. I want to check him over for any odd wounds, nosebleeds, or traces of nosebleeds. Just
Yeah.
the usual shit.
Yeah. You don't notice anything.
I don't need to roll for that.
No. You notice maybe a few bruises, on his arms, or like one on his chin, but nothing else really.
I think I know what I'm gonna say. Rough day.
Rough month, friend.
I know how you feel. I just learned people don't have last names.
Gives you a strange look.
I think because he's looking at Setchel, he catches Lucille face palming.
You're a strange one, that's for sure.
They keep telling me that, but like, what's so strange about having a last name? Having a last name is nice. It means family.
Plenty of people have family without a family name.
Lucille's ear
Why?
twitches when Setchel brings up, like, oh, last name means family.
In the
Why?
the
Oh, sorry.
Empire and down here, last names more often are based on what you do or what you do. It's very rare that a by name will get inherited.
Yeah, I don't get it. Who wants to be named after a job? Oh hey, I'm Setchel. Oh shit, I was about to go with a joke.
Take your time.
I thought that was in character actually, because that just sounded even funnier.
Yeah, that would be something Satchel would say, wouldn't it?
Actually, what is my job? Technically, I'm a male person. No, you don't call family a male thing. Am I a mercenary? No, I don't get regularly paid.
You could also be named after big things you do, like Impaler or Fine Hair, something like that.
I lean over to Soul and whisper grave robbing.
I mean,
In common. Well,
I
no,
mean,
you speak common. In reference to Setchel, in speaking common.
I could, but like, usually when they hear murderer, they hear murderer, it usually falls with a crowd.
Gives you a very strange look.
See,
Can I
give me
look
that
around the bar to see if we're attracting too much bad attention right now?
Yeah, roll a perception check.
23.
Yeah, people already were kind of like leaning away from Pella. Now they're doing it even more.
I think I know how to spin this. Like, okay, look, I don't get how his last name works. Like, okay, what about you? What's your last name?
My last name is
He doesn't say I'm having to think of it off the top of my head.
Smith.
I am Pella Fine Words.
it's smoother in my native tongue.
I guess it works for you, but doesn't for me. It's like, why name yourself after your occupation? Your family's not going to be the same occupation. Sure, my family's the same occupation, but that's more necessity and familial ties and really bad decisions. But man,
Family names are often for the nobility. They use it to say that they are this family, and therefore you should respect them on that value alone. I find being named after what you do, or where you come from, or great deeds, or something else identifiable, it's more personal.
I guess that's where we're different. I don't want it to be personal.
And that's fine in its own way. You don't have to abide by my preferences.
Yeah, fair enough. Hey, where's a drink?
Here you go.
And puts down 2 mugs on the table.
I don't think I can actually drink both of these. Do you want one of them?
Takes it apprehensively. Sniffs it. Gives a mischievous smirk.
So is that a yes or?
On 3, stranger.
Satchel.
Alright, Setchel.
All right,
Pop off.
Satchel.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. You
Drink.
drink. This is an alcohol made from fungus.
Mushroom booze.
Yep. Pella
Mushrooms.
Pella drinks it, and his face cringes a bit, but you can tell that he's gotten used to it over time.
Hmm.
What is it
Shrine.
like for What is it like for Setchel? Also, that is an incredible mushroom. That was a good one, Golden.
That was good. That was good. I'm writing that down.
I think Setcha better than Flumps.
I think that since we are at time, that's actually a good spot to end the session for today. If everyone's fine with it.
Yeah, I'm super cool with that. You smooth motherfucker. I saw what you were doing.
All right. Thank you, everyone in chat, for showing up. It means a lot to have this watched since, hey, playing it for an audience. And thank you, players. Could not do this game without you guys.
Can't do this without a DM. Thank you.
Yes,
for
thank you very much. This was a
running
great
today.
session.
Yeah. Very
And-
productive.
And we'll hopefully be back next week. Hopefully the scheduling issues have come to an end.
Oh, God. Bad time for you to bring that up. I can't play next week.
Ah, dang. Well,
I'm
we'll work
sorry.
it out. No, don't worry about it. We'll work it out. Bye, chat.
Okay. Bye.